Hello again, amazing people. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Building Your Health Esteem. I'm your host, Jerome Craig, and today's episode is titled, So Full of Myself. Stay tuned. Thank you very much for joining me again, folks. Today, I'm going to be talking about intimacy. We're going to start with a simple exercise. I would like you to take a moment to think about the person who you are the closest to in this world. The person who knows more about you than anyone else. The person who has celebrated your triumphs. The person who suffered your embarrassments. The person who knows what you are capable of. And the person who is truly there for you when you need them. Take a moment to picture that person in your mind and now say their name out loud. Some of you may be saying the name of your best friend, or you were thinking about your spouse, a sibling or parent, whoever. Yet really, the only person who truly knows you, listens to you, and is always there for you is you. And this is what I'm going to address today. This is a big part of personal health. Intimacy, the I in promise, that closeness, that familiarity, the honesty, and the intimacy with ourselves. I was listening to a podcast that featured a Q&A with none other than Oprah Winfrey the other day, and she was answering a question regarding the balance between selflessness and selfishness. And she explained that she cannot give of something if she does not have it. And she went on to explain that this is only because she is so full of herself that she is able to give of herself. She is so full of herself, and she is totally okay with that. People have been conditioned to really put others first and think about what others' needs are before taking care of their own needs. And this lack of filling oneself up makes it difficult for us to truly help others in the world. And of course, there is a big difference between self-care and selfishness. But if you're not truly taking care of yourself, figuring out your base of power, aligning that with your personality, your strengths, and your purpose, your reason for being here, how can you truly feel close to yourself and feel that intimacy and strength and peace within, which allows you to take care of yourself? If you're not strong in who you are, how can you support a spouse, a partner, or a child in developing their strengths? How can you truly take care of others? Intimacy starts with self. I realized this in my own personal journey over the years. I wasn't really always present to my needs. And it has taken me down some wrong roads. And this isn't always a negative thing. I mean, I was going somewhere. I gained experience and insights. Yet if I truly listened to my instincts, my heart of hearts, as it were, and I was honest and sought to fulfill my needs instead of fulfilling the perceived expectations of society or others, I know that I could be a better human in this world, a more fulfilled individual, a better giver, a better caretaker. And in Oprah's words, being so full of myself that I overflow, and it's that overflow that helps others. Connecting to my wants and my dreams allows me to serve. Nurturing and developing that closeness and intimacy that I have within myself means I have more to offer. I think that honoring yourself is the road forward to personal health. It is part of building your self-esteem. I find this to be so true in my role as a functional medicine practitioner, where together with my patients, we dive into a very holistic view of someone's health and their needs. It's truly astounding how much emotional strife and the fear of true expression that plays into someone's health. When an individual truly steps into creating their own personal path to their health and wellness, they often need to put themselves and their needs at the forefront. And that can change the dynamic at home with their partner or their kids. And this can create some strain. From the family perspective, this may look like, hey, you've changed, and this isn't who I thought you were. You never really cared about your needs this much before. What about my needs? Of course, this can create some strife. And some families dive into that and they come out a lot stronger. And other families struggle to create the necessary space to allow an individual to reclaim their health and reclaim that mental and emotional space that's needed. When I look at the Create Promise framework, there really is not a hierarchy to these different pillars of health. Yet I really feel that it is super important to look at your intimacy in life and develop a closeness with yourself. Looking at your hopes, looking at your fears, acknowledging your struggles, finding the courage to express this to those you love, and really bring them into the solution. Explain that you can be more for them if you can be the most for yourself. Building your health esteem is about looking for solutions that come down to you and your capacity to heal yourself, your capability to communicate your needs, and that is so, so, so important. So love yourself like no one else can. Develop an honesty. Look yourself in the eye. Look in the mirror. Just really, truly see yourself and speak your needs. Speak your wants. Own them. Be so full of yourself. Speak positive words to yourself, so much so that positivity flows from you and lifts those around you. Take that overflow and make lives better around you because you are starting to live your best life. Intimacy, such an important part of health, and it starts with you. So go forth, my friends, love yourself, be your advocate, and live this life well. I'll catch you next time. Take care. Share this podcast episode with those you care about the most. Rate and review on whatever platform you're listening on. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music. And join me next time when I continue to talk about how to build your health esteem and how to fill yourself up and overflow.